gentlemen, this is Amos. I just want to tell you about something that happened to my friends Andy and the Kingfish. Andy found a nickel in an old trunk. It was dated 1877. So Andy wrote a letter to Mr. Wilton, a rare coin dealer, and right now, Mr. Wilton is answering Andy's letter.
Andrew H. Brown, care of the Mystic Knights of the Sea Lodge Hall. Dear Mr. Brown, in reply to your recent letter requesting the value of an 1877 5-cent piece, the current market of this coin is $250. If you care to bring the coin in, we will be happy to pay you this amount. I hope our offer meets with your approval. Yours very truly.
Is that all, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, and I hope this Andrew Brown accepts our offer. I'd like to add this coin to our collection. Get the letter right off.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Kingfish. Well, good morning, Joe. How my old pal, the mailman, this morning? Any mail?
Just one letter, Kingfish. It's for Andy Brown.
I'll see the boy later at the pool hole. I'll give it to him. Well, I guess I better be getting home now and see if the battle axe got any lunch for me. See you later, old pal.
Is that you, George?
Yes, Sapphire, it's me. Lunch ready? I just come from... Honey, thought I told you not to come out in that rig till I got something in my stomach.
You just keep your big mouth shut. What's that letter you got there?
A letter for Andy from a rare coin dealer. Maybe I better open that letter and see what they're writing the boy about.
George Stevens, you ain't thinking about tampering with the mails, is you?
Now, wait a minute. Let's think of this thing. You know I pay taxes. It's my government.
What about?
Well, if it's my government, it's my post office. And if it's my post office, there ain't no harm in a fellow opening his own mail, is there? Mr. Andy Brown. 1877. Holy mackerel. Andy has got a nickel worth $250.
George Stevens, it was bad enough opening Andy's letter. You ain't thinking about jipping him out of that coin, is you?
Who, me? Innocent Stevens? I'll say I is.
Well, you just better not, because I ain't gonna stand for no more trouble around here. You understand that? And if you start jipping Andy or anybody else, I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
Well, Henry Van Potter.
Hello, Kingfish.
Have a seat then, Henry.
Charming to see you, simply charming.
Yeah, it is charming.
I dropped Mrs. Van Porter at the beauty parlor and came right over as soon as I could. Now, what's this I hear about Andy having a nickel worth $250?
That's right, Henry. I accidentally found out about it. Now all I gotta do is figure out a way to get it away from him.
Well, knowing you, Kingfish, that should be a minor operation.
I know the boy got the nickel on him someplace, but how I gonna get his pants off so I can go through his pockets?
Well, let me see. A man takes his pants off when he goes to sleep. Or when he goes to the doctor.
Wait a minute. Doctor. That's it, Henry. Doctor. Say, I got a lot of doctor equipment that I got when the drugstore up the street burned down. Yeah, Dr. George Stevens. Henry, I think I was about to freeform a nickelectomy.
Kingfish, I've been expecting a letter that was supposed to,
excuse me, Andy, can't you see I've taken a blood count here? 3, add 4, subtract 2. That's the most anemic blood I ever did see. Well, Andy, old pal, it's good seeing you. Excuse the rubber glove. I just come from a big operation.
Kingfish, you mean to say that you is an actual doctor?
Well, I ain't been blabbing it around, but I've been taking a correspondence course in doctoring from that big medical school down there in Baltimore, John Vanville.
Oh, I done heard about that place, yeah. What's the matter? But wait a minute here.
Kingfish, is you and good or and bad?
Well, in between. Better take another look here. I see you are suffering from a slight inflagration of the optimistic nerve there.
Oh, me.
Now, I don't want to worry you or frighten you, nothing like that. But if you got any reading to do, you better do it within the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Kingfish, you the doctor. What must I do?
Well, I can't tell until I look into it a little deeper.
Deeper? How deep is you got to look?
Pretty deep. Take off your pants.
Wait a minute, Kingfish. If this trouble's with my eyes, how come I got to take my pants off?
That's a secret of obstetricity. So don't argue with the obstetricator. Yeah, put that on. And hurry up, too, because I got a full schedule of doctor in here. So I think I'm going to have to squeeze you in between an appendicitis and loose liver.
Is you done located the trouble with my eyes yet, Kingfish?
It ain't here in your adenoids. Turn around. Well, better take a look in this air here. Sure is dark in there. Wait a minute till I get my flashlight here. Hey, Andy, you hold this there while I run around looking the other side. Any light coming through all right?
Ah, good, good.
Yeah, well, Andy, I see the trouble now. It's with your eyes, all right.
What you mean with my eyes?
Well, after giving you thorough examination, I find that the root of your trouble is eye strain. Yeah, my boy, you done strained your eyes.
Yeah. I know I ain't been seeing the way I oughta. You ought to see some of the gals I've been whistling at lately.
Andy, I prescribed that you give your eyes complete rest. Yeah, you gotta rest them at least an hour each day.
Yeah, but ain't it kind of hard to rest your eyes without resting the rest of you?
No, son. Medical science done found out a way to overcome that. Yeah. You got to shut out the light completely. Yeah, you got to shut out all the light. All the light. Don't want you to see nothing. Now, sit down. Not there, Andy. Not there. Here's the chair over here. Now, you sit right here. Sit down there on the chair now. Just sit down. Yeah, everything gonna be all right. Now, can you see anything?
I can't see nothing. Say, Kingfish, where is you? I was scared.
No, wait a minute now. Sit down, Andy. Sit down. Now, sit down there now. Now, just sit there and relax. Everything gonna be all right.
Kingfish, hold my hand.
Hold your hand?
Yeah, hold my hand. If you don't hold my hand this second, I'm gonna take this bandage right off.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Here, my hand. Now, just hang right on to it there. Hang right on to it.
Ah, that's better. Your arm sure is cold.
That's because I've been having chills here lately.
Kingfish, I know you was here, but it sounds like your voice is coming the other side of the room.
It just sounds like that way, Andy. It's acoustic. I stand right here alongside you.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. You know, Kingfish, you was a real pal to stay so close to me when I was scared like this. Yeah, you sure is.
Mister, where's your telephone?
Right back there.
Thank you. Mr. Wilton, look, I got that letter about the 1877 nickel. Yeah. And I got the nickel right here in my pocket. And, holy smoke! I done dropped the rare nickel in the telephone.
Say, Kingfish, for the last half hour, you've been awful quiet. You ain't dead, is you? Where's the rest of you?
Andy, what is you doing with that crazy thing in your hand?
Amos, 30 minutes ago, the Kingfish was on the other end of that thing.
Yeah? Well, what is your pants doing down on the floor over there with the pockets inside out?
Amos, my nickel. Wait a minute. This whole thing is a trick of the Kingfish. He done got away with my rare nickel.
Oh, what you gonna do now, Andy?
Amos, I'm gonna find that Kingfish, and I'm gonna beat him to a pulp. And then I'm gonna beat up on the pulp. Yeah, now that you explain it that way, Kingfish, I realize that you is my pal.
Oh, yeah, Andy. I done it all for you. I only took the nickel so you wouldn't lose it. And I even made a deal for you to get $250. And the best part of the deal is I only gonna take half the money. And I even count on taking the smallest half.
Kingfish, I don't know how to thank you. But tell me this. Where's the nickel now? Is you got it in a safe place?
Well, yes and no.
How come that no messed up in there?
Well, Andy, old pal, the nickel is in the telephone coin box down in the drugstore.
Whoa! Slow down, slow down. Something just kind of whizzed by me there, Kingfish. It seems to me, I heard you say something about telephone coin box.
Well, it ain't nothing to get excited about. The nickel is in the telephone coin box down in the middle of the drugstore.
Kingfish, I'm gonna bust you right in the nose.
Now, take it easy. Calm down, calm down. We ain't gonna get nowhere fighting with each other. The reporting thing to do now is figure out a way to get it out.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing to do, all right. Let me see.
Now, when could you go down there and pry the box off the wall?
Oh, I could go down there and pry that box off the wall. I could, hold it. What you means when could I do it?
Well, you is the illogical one to do the job. Being the owner of the coin, you has got prior rights.
I is, huh?
Yeah, so having prior rights, it's up to you to do the prying.
You know, Kingfish, for the first time today, you is beginning to talk sense. Come on, let's go down.
Good afternoon. Hi. Hello. Well, here we is, Andy, old pal.
Kingfish, is you sure that we won't get in no trouble messing with that phone box?
Of course not, Andy. You was only getting your own nickel back. You has got legal jurisprudence.
I is, huh?
Yeah, now you get in there, and I'll take the dangerous part. I'll stand guard out here. That's what I'm gonna do.
Ah, Kingfish, you is a pal.
make so much noise? Kingfish. There's hardly enough room in here for me to work. Get on my way.
Hello, Roy.
Hello, Norma. Say, will you change this for me? I want to use the phone.
Sure. Are you on duty today, Roy?
I'll know in a few minutes. I have to call the desk sergeant down to 32nd Precinct.
Oh?
How you coming in there, Andy? Have it for you in a minute, Kingfish.
Is someone using the phone?
Oh, it's being used all right. A friend of mine using it.
Yeah, well, will your friend be long? I got to call headquarters.
What's that last thing you say you got to call?
Headquarters.
Oh, you mean Republicans or Democrat headquarters? Is you a politician or something like that?
Police headquarters. I'm a plainclothes.
Certainly is a noisy dial on that phone in there. Hey, Kingfish, get me a hacksaw. I can't get the money box open. What's that you saying, stranger?
Hey, what's going on in there? Trying to rob the coin box?
I never seen the man before in my life.
Hey, hold on a minute, you. And you, come on out here. You're both under arrest.
Hey, mister, you can't arrest me. Kingfish, tell him what you told me. Tell him I got juicy prudence over everything. Don't worry, Andy. They can't do a thing. They can't do a thing to us. They can't do nothing. I told you, Andy, they can't do a thing to us. Not a thing. They can't, huh? Well, we ain't exactly sloshing around in the full freedom. When they get us on that stand, they're liable to turn you against me and me against you. They'll have us cutting each other's throats. Yeah, you said it. I see that in the picture with Humpty Bogart once. And Andy, what we gotta do is stick together. And don't forget, we is all brothers in that great fraternity, the Mystic Knights of the Sea. We got to be loyal to each other. Face this thing with a united front. All for one and one for all. That's the spirit, Kingfish. Shake.
This court will come to order. George Stevens and Andrew H. Brown, breaking and entering, attempted robbery, destroying a public utility. The two defendants were apprehended at the scene of the crime with burglary tools. Violation, Section 498, New York State Criminal Code.
Have the prisoners approach the bench, please.
Your Honor, he's the one what done it. Wait a minute, Kingfish.
Quiet, please. You have heard the charge. Are you represented by counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. We got a counsel. Yes, sir. He ought to be here.
Where is a counsel for these two men?
Right here, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to say that the judge is up there. Oh, yeah. I'd like to enter a plea of not guilty for these two crooks. That's the stuff. Not guilty.
On what ground? According to the report, these men were caught trying to break open a telephone coin box in the presence of a witness, who also is a police officer of this city.
Well, yes, sir, Your Honor. But they don't learn their lesson. They ain't never gonna break open nothing in front of a cop no more.
Isn't your name Calhoun?
That's right, Your Honor. Algonquin J. Calhoun.
And didn't I disbar you 3 years ago?
So long, boy.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but how much ground did we lose while our lawyer was in defending us?
We're wasting too much time here. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Not guilty?
Well, slightly guilty.
In view of the defendant's refusal to enter a plea, I hereby order these two men to be bound over.
I'm the arresting officer in this case, and this is Amos Jones, a friend of mine. We have some evidence that has a bearing on this case.
Evidence?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I think there's been a mistake made here. These two fellas wasn't really trying to steal nothing. You see this here nickel, Your Honor?
Yes. In other words, Mr. Jones, these men were trying to recover this 1877 nickel from the coin box.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. That's the whole story.
Well, Mr. Jones, from what you and the arresting officer have testified, I believe that there was more stupidity involved here than criminal intent.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. That hit the nail on the head, all right.
In view of these facts, I'm going to dismiss this case. But I'm warning you two, you got off easy this time. But if I ever hear of your tampering with a coin box again, you'll end up in jail. I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, no, sir. Don't worry about that, Your Honor. We have tampered our last tamper.
Case dismissed.
Oh, boy, it sure feels good to get out of here.
Yeah, sure do, son.
You know, this is one place that ain't never quite seemed like home to me.
And to me, the boy...
Fellas.
What do you want, Calhoun?
I'm sorry about what happened in the court there, but if that old judge hadn't thrown me out the courtroom, I'd have got you fellas off with 90 days.
Oh, shut up, Calhoun. Well, Andy, old pal, you still got our round nickel, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here in my pocket.
Say, there's a phone right there we can use.
What does we want with a telephone?
Well, here's the rare coin dealer's telephone number. Call him up and tell him that me and you will be right over to get the $250.
Wait a minute, Kingfish. The thing that I has never understood is why has I got to give you half this money?
Andy Brown, you made a verbal deal with me, and try and back out now, and I'll carry you right back into that coat again.
All right, Kingfish. Oh, me. Kingfish.
What's the matter now?
I done put the rare coin in the telephone.
Do you mean to say that you done put the round nickel in the telephone?
Well, you got me so nervous I couldn't think.
Well, you stupid bum. How in the world could you do a thing like that? You heard what the judge said about tampering with the phone boxes?
Yeah, but Kingfish...
Oh, shut up. Andy Brown, as long as I live, I'm never going to speak to you again. Goodbye, you big dummy.
What number did you dial, please?
Eldorado 06353.
I'm sorry, there is no such number.
I know they ain't. Would you please return my nickel?